So what's important about the hour?
The hour record is the blue ribbon of track records. Really, it's not a race as such. It is purely just go out there, put your neck on the block, and say I can beat that. And it's just phenomenally hard. It's uncomfortable. It's unpleasant, but it is the top as far as records go, I suppose.
And what about the difference between like the normal hour and the athlete's hour that you're going to do?
Well, the biggest difference, obviously the type of bike is very different, but the biggest difference in physical terms is the limiting factor is more the position that you're riding in, is the strain on, for me especially, the strain on the arms, the backs of the arms, the shoulders and the neck, just to be able to ride in a position that's aerodynamic enough. It's incredibly unpleasant. It's so hard on the arms. It also makes steering the bike, holding the bike in a straight line, very difficult, and that's more the limiting factor rather than the legs. So yeah, you could probably go a bit harder with the legs. But
what's different about the bike?
The rules are very simply, it's more or less going back to 1972. So it's dropped handlebars, it's spoked wheels with non-profile rims, no aero rims. The frame tubing has to be round. Yeah, there's no tri-bars or pads or anything like that, and you are riding in a conventional position. The problem that you face with this is you also need to be aerodynamic as well to be able to get the distance, so you need to be crouched down quite low. Puts a lot of strain on the arms, and obviously track racing you're not really used to staying in one position for an hour around the track.
So what sort of training have you put in? Any specialist training?
Yeah, I've had to work on the arms quite a lot actually. So I've been hitting the cross-country skiing machine quite a lot on top of the riding. Also, just a lot of riding in that position. So I've been doing sessions on the turbo. I've only got the one bike set up in the position, so can't get on the track every day obviously. So I'm riding quite a lot on the turbo, just trying to stay in that position. And I started off at about 5 minutes was my max when I started. So I'm up to, I've done virtually an hour now in that position. I've also just been going to the track every week, mainly trying different gears and things like that, riding in that position, learning to actually steer the bike. Still waiting for my actual bike, which hopefully will handle slightly better than the one I'm training on at the moment and will make life slightly easier. But as long as there's a good crowd there, then it's just a question of putting your head down, and it's going to be uncomfortable. There's no way of stopping it from being uncomfortable, so you've just got to go out there and do it, and take the pain, take the punishment.
With the normal track bike, it's a fixed gear, isn't it?
Yeah.
So are you with the traditional like Sterney Archer?
No, it's still fixed wheel. It's just that they are spoked wheels. That's the only difference. I mean, it's still what is essentially a track bike, but we haven't got any of the add-ons of modern technology. No aerodynamic tubing, no aerodynamic rims or wheels, no tri-bars. I think tri-bars is the main thing. You can, obviously disc wheels and that are good, but it's the thing that will make you go the furthest. If you could add one extra thing, would be tri-bars, just because of the weight it takes off of your upper body. Yeah, it's going to be hell, really. But the main thing I think was because to allow more people to access the hour record, so to stop people with money buying bikes that were faster. But in reality what's happened is the cheap off the peg bikes don't comply to the rules now. Things have moved on so much that even the cheapest track bike has some aerodynamic tubing on the frame or whatever, and to actually find a frame with round tubing is hard, so, and then the wheels, obviously you're just going back to conventional wheels, old wheels really. So it's not actually made it cheaper. It'd probably be cheaper for me to do it in the normal thing. It needs to have a pursuit bike anyway already, so it's difficult to find the bits and pieces, but it's all coming together. So.
Okay, and when's it taking place?
It's taking place at the end of play on the Saturday the 14th of Feb at the Copenhagen World Cup. So it'd be around about 6:30, hopefully until 7:30.